the reason why you're here, well, you would be here one way or another, but I'm happy to have you here because I came to your event. I actually was honored and fortunate enough to speak at your event just recently called Wife Material.
Yeah.
And it was like, would you call it like a woman's empowerment?
Yes, it's a woman's empowerment event. I don't believe in sisterhood, but I do believe in community.
Why don't you believe in
I
sisterhood?
like this
Because
right here.
most times when people say something is a sisterhood, we don't see anything sisterly happening.
Oh,
So whether it be organizations that you have to pledge into, or, it's religious groups that you're a part of, we usually see the environment say one thing, but the behaviors being another.
wow.
And so I don't like to subscribe to the sisterhood term.
Yeah.
I much rather community. And I really didn't have the event, and I didn't create this event to create sisterhood. I created this event to help in assisting us build community so that we can actually be good spouses and good partners.
Yeah.
So that we have family more than we have to worry about, like friendships or things like that. Like your biggest, to me, for as a woman, one of your biggest accolades should be your family.
Yeah.
Just like as a man, like
Yeah.
one of his biggest accolades should be his family.
Yes, for sure.
And so I think for us, there's a lack of that in our community, you
Yeah.
know? And so that's what the Wife Material space is about, is to empower you as a woman so that you can be in tune with whatever is necessary for you to be the best version of yourself for family.
Yes, I love that.
know.
I was like, when you asked me to be a part of the panel, I'm like, sure, but I felt a little bit like I'm not a wife. Like, like I'm not a wife, but I'll do it, but I'm not a wife, And when I got there and I realized that that's what it's all about, is preparing yourself to be a wife. And I love that. I'm like, that's a beautiful initiative, because I tell my girlfriends this all the time. I tell everyone, all women, right? It's like, it's okay to be single. We want to be married, right? Like, not we all, but a lot of us want to be married. But it's okay to like be single and preparing yourself for your husband and not looking, more or less, like, I mean, I guess your husband will come find you and what have you and all those things, but it's like, don't just be single.
Stop the cap.
I feel like I see so many women. He's so annoying. I see so many women just being single, but like constantly like chasing something, right?
Right.
Constantly like looking for something, chasing something, going in a cycle of like what they don't want, over and over again. And I think that it's okay to just like take a pause on it, and don't shut yourself out. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying just take a pause and work on yourself,
Right.
And I've been saying that for years, so I love this initiative.
So I think what happens is that we all do want family.
Yeah.
We all want that. That's just a natural thing.
Yeah.
Society has told us otherwise, and unfortunately, a lot of Black people have been the guinea pigs of a lot of those agendas and a lot of that propaganda of not needing a husband or not needing certain things to have family. They've taken that from us, and we've bought into it. We've bought into it. And then we end up in those repeated cycles of dealing with the same kind of people that's not going to get us what we really want.
Yep.
And we then manipulate ourselves into believing, I don't need anybody because I have a degree or I have a job or I have my own place or my own car. I don't need anyone.
Yeah.
But you're still putting yourself in a position that is, you still want connection, you still want companionship, you still want it.
Yeah.
And then you're not choosing from the best areas to get it.
Yeah.
So for me, wife material that's a state of being.
Yeah.
It's not a title. It's a state of being. You need to be that before you get a ring. You need to be that before you get a marriage contract or before you get a ceremony. Like, you should be a wife already.
Yeah.
And a part of, again, the propaganda and the agendas specifically that's marketed to Black women is we're hypersexualized, and we're also told to be hot girls.
Yeah.
Right? We're told
Yeah.
to be promiscuous. We're told that you should go and have your whole season. And those people that are promoting it, one, are not in whole seasons.
Right, not doing the
These
same
are
thing.
married women that are screaming independence. This is all agenda. And it sells. It keeps you in a place where you're going to constantly be a consumer. If you have family, you have a man that's likely going to tell you, this is more suitable for family image, the image of a mother, the image of a wife. Then it's going to start to take away from what the people that want you to buy their whatever it is that they're selling.
Yeah.
It's going to take from that.
Yeah.
Because what they sell needs you to be divided.
Yes, yes.
So for me, even when we had the hot girl summer, city girl things, yeah, it's cute to say.
Yeah.
Until you're 45 and still a city girl.
Yeah.
You're 45 and still trying to have a hot girl summer.
Yeah.
You're washed up at this point.
Yeah, it's so interesting because listening to you talk, I'm like, it's crazy because I definitely grew up, and I'm sure we're in the same generation. So we grew up, well, I definitely grew up in a place where it was like, I was being prepared to more be a husband than a wife, you know, like, or I was being told that I should be preparing for things that are more husband duties than they are wife duties, you know, and it was like, you should go to school, you should have a great career, you should make a lot of money, you should be able to stand on your own, you should be like all these things. And it was like, remember that it was like a quote back in the day that would be all over MySpace, like that's long ago, that was like, we need to teach our girls to be somebodies, not somebodies, like, you know, meaning like we need to teach them to be like make their mark on the world and not be somebody's wife, you know. And it's like, no, you know what I mean?
Your mark on the world is being a wife.
A great wife, you know, that uplifts your husband and allows him to lead and allows him to do all the things that we've been working on so hard ourselves, you know?